Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Plan with Me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty. And before I get started on orders that I need to do, because I've also got to work today at the pharmacy, I am going to do a quick plan with me and try to get it edited and uploaded. So, this is Monday morning, and it is overcast outside, so if it's not, the video is not very bright. I do have lights and stuff on, but it is overcast. It was raining here last night. So the last time I showed you this, we had set up my B6 STALOGY. I had done this washi dashboard, and then I had done several pages to set it up, and I have been in it, and I have been ticking off the days. So we are down to Monday morning, the 22nd. And then I decided just to do a few trackers since I'm just trying this set up for September. I didn't want to do a whole line of stuff till I could see if this was even something I would do. But my AM meds, PM meds, my devotions go to work. So I do work today. So I can mark that off. I have not done my meds or my devotions yet. That's to come. This has been my mood tracker. And so I've done pink for happy, blue for sad, this silver, gray for neutral, yellow stressed, orange tired. So it's got an AM and a PM, and day 12 it had a little bit of everything. Y'all know what happened on the 10th with Charlie Kirk. So it was sad for our household. My daughter called me crying. I hated it for her, with her in Indiana, me way down here. But these few days, and then the 12th was, well, the 11th was just nationally already a rough day for everybody. And then the 12th was when Caitlin was born. She would have been 20 this year. So these were just some rough days. And of course, when you have sad days, you also end up tired. So currently, I put in here a place to call home was what I was watching. What I'm drinking is a pumpkin spice in the morning and 0 strawberry Dr. Pepper at noon, and then the rest of the time is water. I finished the book Treasures of the North and started book 2, Ashes and Ice, and my devotional is in a book called If You Want to Walk on Water, You Got to Get Out of the Boat. So that's what I've got. Made this a notes section for the month. And then this is so far what I work, but they have changed it. Let me see if I got any white out right here. I don't know if I've got any near me. I think I took my white out to work to be able to work in my, let's see if there's any left on here. They've changed this here from 1:30 today. I've got to go in at 12. So to 6:30 today. Okay, so then I've done my grateful for. I've got a few days I've got to catch up on. This I haven't done anything with yet. I hadn't listed stuff. I sat down and done this all in one day, one evening, while we were watching a TV show. And so I think by the time I got to this planner or this calendar, I was just tired because I have been dealing with headaches. So now we're going to set up this next week. This is going to be the first week in September. So this is back planning. So we'll be doing the 1st through the 7th. And I'm going to use this Pookie Bear Cuties bookworm. I've had it for quite some time. But this is what I'm going to use. The thing is that this is horizontal. And hardly ever do I plan in a horizontal planner. I think this was like just a D-stash that I got. Most of the time I plan vertical. So we're gonna make it work though. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Are all these washes? I think they are. I'm gonna do a type of vertical. Let's see here, y'all, what we can pull off. So if I do, let's start with this. I'm going to use this at the top, this washi here. So I hope you're having a good Monday morning. It is like 8 o'clock Monday morning here. But I had to get an early start since I am going to be going into work. And I have some orders I need to work on. I had to work this weekend, Friday and Saturday, so my time for working on orders was even more limited because I worked till 1:30 Saturday. Then I needed to go to the grocery store to get food. Let's see, this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, food for us at our church. We were having some missionaries from Spain at our church, and then after they spoke last night, we had a little get together, and so I had to get some snacks for that. And then for our lunch yesterday, I went ahead and got stuff for our lunch. And Marshall was at his mom's when I got off, checking on her. And so I was already dealing with a migraine, which I can't seem to get the headaches to go away at all. The headache is always there. It's just sometimes I can ease it up a little bit, and it's not as strong with the medicine. But with some of the medicine that I take, it makes it to where I can't function. So then by the time I get home and take some medicine, my migraine is already in full swing. And so once it gets good and going, it's hard to get it to go away. So I did not get to go to church yesterday morning. I did finally get it eased up enough to where I could go last night, which that's when I really wanted to go, because the girl and her family that are missionaries to Spain, me and her went to middle school together. So I wanted to be able to go and see her and her family. So that was exciting. They are missionaries to Barcelona. And so they're on deputation right now. And then they will return back to Spain in a couple of months, and then they'll be there for 2 or 3 years before they come back home for another round of deputation. They've already been one time. They were missionaries to Honduras, and now they're missionaries to Spain. And so it was exciting to talk with them and spend some time with them. Alright, y'all. So now that I've got the washi down, I want to draw a halfway line. And I think it's going to be around 14.5. Just eyeballing it. I did not count this up, so we're going to go there. Give this a little minute to that ink to dry. Let me see. I know I've got, we'll just use this as a blotter for right now. And draw this line. And I'm using a Sharpie S-Gel 0.7 to draw this off. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good week this week. There's, I think, 3 days I'm scheduled to work this week. So it's going to be a busy week because I've got 4 or 5 orders that I need to do, plus I'm scheduled to work, so we're going to have to just see what the day brings us. Let's see, I need my tweezers. So this is going to be, this is a this week, then I'm going to go to Monday. Tuesday. And I heard we've been getting text messages from Maddie. So she went up to my aunt's house a couple of hours away from the school. She goes up there on weekends whenever she has weekends free. And they had a fair going on in that part of Indiana. And so my aunt and uncle took her and she rode rides. They rode rides with her. So I think she had a good weekend. She did have some stressful moments. She got back to the little apartment that they have fixed up for her. And she said, Mama, I was just going to sign in and just see how, just make sure that while I was at school this past week, I'd done everything I was supposed to as far as my assignment, she said. And I know that I had them all caught up, but I don't know, I just felt funny and just thought I needed to just pull it up and make sure. And she said, I am so glad I did, because they had stuck let's see, 2, maybe 5 assignments that they wanted done this weekend before she got back to school, and it totaled like 40 pages in reading and comprehension. And with this being her first year in college, she was freaking out. And Mama, there's even a test, and we haven't even studied this stuff, and just, you know, all the newness that comes with because she was homeschooled. So I gave her a heads up when I said, Maddie, you got to study this now. You're going to have a test Monday, so this weekend you need to study. Well, I don't know how college works, but she wouldn't get no heads up with some of this, and so she is calling me and Marshall's Mama. So she had a good time at the fair, but when she got back from the fair and that was waiting on her, she was freaking out a little bit. But we got her calmed down and got her to breathe. And let's see, I want a this week sticker. And we're going to use one of these because these are in my shop. These are in the earth tones. And so, let's see, what color will look good on this light pink? I think maybe this darker brown. Okay, so we got that for the this week. And then, let's see, here's the weekend banner. And it is very delicate, so let's be easy. Put it here. Okay, let's see here. We've got some trackers and a Monday through Sunday. So let's see, I think I'll write the word meal or meals on this one. And I'm gonna put it across from here. And then put this down, and I can write down the meals that we had for that week, because like I said, this is back planning, so I can fill that in. And then I can do these trackers here. They'll fit nicely underneath here. Okay, and then here is a bill due, and I've got the trash bill that's due, with it being the first of the month, so I'm gonna write trash. Let's see, in 2, and that's 25. Okay. Then let's see here. I think I want to get to-do stickers. Let's see if I can find let me see if I can find at least 7 to-do stickers in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but they're not, you know, all the same writing, but that's okay. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's see if, is that what I want? Maybe that's not what I want to do. Maybe it's not a list I want to do. Even though I like these checklists, maybe I just want to list what happened that day that was big, or what do you call it, stood out to me that day. So with that being Labor Day, Monday was Labor Day, I done a flash sale. So I'm going to use one of these bigger in my Etsy shop, and it was 40% off that one day, with that being Labor Day. So I done a Labor Day sale. So that is what happened on that day. And then the option for me to apply for a Black Friday sale, I applied and was accepted. So I will be in a Black Friday sale, and that will be 40% off, and that is going to be November the 28th through December 1st. So write that in your calendars if you want to shop with me. And then we also had laundry that day. Monday is always a laundry day, and this weekend, y'all, with me used to being home, I'm used to having time to do laundry. It being no problem to get laundry done. Yeah, that I done 3 loads Saturday, and I'm talking completed loads. I washed them, dried them, folded them, or hung them up, and I still have not got done. I've got a load going right now. So I cannot get caught up on the laundry. Okay, so I want to see if I can find a little laundry sticker. Let's see here. Yes, here's one. Is that not cute? And he seems happy in his laundry basket, though. I was not happy in my laundry basket. Okay, so let's put down our big sticker. Happiness is a cup of coffee and a good book. And that is true, because I have enjoyed the book that I have been reading, and it had that second book I told you I started. So it was like when the gold rush first started in Alaska, and people were going nuts and moving there. And so it has been an enjoyable read. I have been enjoying it. Okay, so let's see. Tuesday, I work 7:30 to 3. So let's write that down. Work 7:30 to 3. All right, got that in there. Then it says I have my devotions. And we'll put that down. Let's see if I can find. Here's this little guy reading a book. I don't know if y'all have ever read that book. If you want to walk on water, get out of the boat. Oh man, I have been enjoying it, y'all. It has been so good. Talking about Peter, of course, because he's the one that walked on water. And so many people at first want to fuss at Peter about losing, they say losing his faith, which I guess he did, because I mean, Jesus said, "Oh, ye of little faith," but yet out of all the 12 disciples that were in that boat, only one could testify to having walked on water. So there was faith at a point in time. And so they're like, he's not considered a loser, because there was victory won at that point in life. And so it helps you like refocus on what Satan would make you think is a mess up, can't get back from, like a stigmatism that always hangs over you, that you're just a loser and no good. You've messed up. Yeah, that ain't what they point out, that you can have mess ups, but then you still learn from those mess ups, and there can still be positive in your mess ups. Because nobody can deny the fact that he did walk on water. I don't care how long it was for. The fact is, he still done it. So it's been encouraging that, you know, the times that we would call it losing out, or as far as the spiritual fight, Peter, they tell you that just like in Peter's life, where he was able to claim that he did walk on water, not everything that you mess up in has to be, we done a Walmart order. Your mess ups don't have to define you. Okay, so let's see here. I think it's back this way that I have them ordering on here. The Walmart order is this little cat from Ava's stickers, I think, and it's got like a chicken leg and a piece of pizza and stuff, so you can tell that they're ordering. So I'm gonna put that here. And I don't know if I've got anything to depict work at the pharmacy. That would probably work. Somebody screaming, because there are screaming days at the pharmacy. I guess I could use a computer icon, because I am filling prescriptions. So we'll just go with that. And then let's see what our I think I'll go with, let's see, we done. I think I'll go with this one. Okay, and we also that night ate at Mad Dog Grills. They have some good food, y'all. I'm gonna put that on a big sticker. They have like Chicago dogs. They have hamburgers, cheeseburgers, wings. They've got, and they're just right beside the pharmacy. So Marshall calls it in and I just go by and pick it up. It is yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So there's one with the burger. That will do. We'll put it right there. Okay, let's see about Thursday. What'd we do on Thursday? Busy was at the groomers at 10. So I know I've got some fizzies. I might just use this bath time. I think it'll be okay on this. Because they do the bath and then they give him a shave. Okay, so we got busy at the groomers, and that was at 10. And then we did a Walmart pickup. We placed the order on Wednesday. Then we had a Walmart pickup. And that was at 11. So I dropped him off and then went to the other side of town to get the Walmart pickup. Let's see. Let's get a grocery. This here, dude, this is a sweet kawaii design. And it's cute. We'll do that. And I think I want my full box to go up here. This go around. And then we got a new puppy. We got another Yorkie. And her name is Annie. And she is so sweet. So, and I'm gonna write, got new puppy. And then I'm just gonna write welcome Annie. There. Let's see. I don't know if we've got, she is a Yorkie, and I don't know if I've got just a Yorkie by herself. So we're gonna make her one. We'll have to update my stickers now. But I am just gonna cut around this medicine time. So that Annie can have a sticker. Cute. Okay. So let's do Friday, which I worked. $1:30 to $6:30. And I'm going to use this Maddie. And that is slanted. Need to drop this end down some. There we go. Okay. So we've got that. It was also trash day. Let's see. I know I got a trash can. I wonder if I've got the whole thing where it says trash day. We can also use this Friday. Yay, we can do that one. I've also got another one. Let me look at it. I might like it better. So, first, trash. Let's see. I might not have one that says trash day, which is fine. I can just do the just the trash going out. That'll be fine. I like this trash one better since I can just, I mean, the picture tells it all. I don't know if I'll write it or not. Where is that? Oh, this is the one. This is bright and happy. So let's go with this. We'll put him here in the bottom. We'll put this one on this side. And just put trash day. Okay, we got done a load of dishes. I turned them on before I went to work. So let me see if I've got something with doing dishes. I'm going to use this girl on Saturday morning because I was off, and that is a coffee, and she looks like she's trying to recover. So let's go ahead and put her over here. And we can just put her having a good morning on Saturday. And then, let's see, I was looking for dishes. I'm seeing laundry, dusting, everything else. Mopping, cleaning. Let's see, I think I've got a fork and spoon. I've got this for dishes. Oh, here's this little bee. These are in my shop. I can do that. This is not how we done the dishes that day, but okay, so let's do the full box. Do this full box. That full box on Sunday. Okay, then we've got church. And it starts, the Sunday school starts at 9:45, so we'll do church. And then we do nap, lay down, rest. Let's see here. Do this little car headed to church. So we can do that for going there. Then let's see. I know I've got a nap sticker in here somewhere. Get Biscuit. And we'll just put him down there. And then we have church again at 5 o'clock. The evening service. We can do that here. And let's just do something happy. A little coffee cup type thing. We'll just do that. Okay, back up there to Saturday. My brother has moved to Georgia, but he called and talked with me that Saturday, so it was good to get caught up with them. I hadn't seen them, and he called just to chat. It was good to hear from them. I don't know if I've got a phone. I don't know if I printed any off, but it's an old-timey phone. It don't look like I printed them off. But I do have some in my shop that are old-timey, the rotary phones. That's the ones I've got in my shop. See if I can find a little cell phone or something. Phone. Top. This is a cafe. We did eat at a local cafe that day too, called Ruffy's. It's just here close by. Everything else is like, here's a little cell phone. Everything else is like 25 minutes away. So let's do that. I've got this box where I can put this little cafe, and it was at Ruffy's. Okay, and then go back to Tuesday. This was also a payday. So I got one more box. No, there's a couple more. I had only saw this one more. So let's see if I can get that. And here's the word payday. Put that on there. And then let's see. Here's some money. Gosh, that money is huge. My paycheck was not this big. But we'll go with it. Okay. So then over here, my tracking is devotions. I'm going to do AM, meds, and PM, meds. Okay, so this is what I've got left over in the kit. So I've got this box, and I don't know that it would actually fit there, and it might look too crowded. So I'll put that in my reusable sticker. So we've got that. We've got these trackers I can use. Got some numbers. Got these type trackers and a couple of build-use and a couple of functionals left over. But then this is how the week turned out. So this is the this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.